Okay, so here I am at day 46, and unfortunately, I still have a cold, which is why I couldn't manage to get dressed today or do much with my hair and no makeup on. But again, I committed to making a video every day, and I'm going to stick with that. So whether I am sick or not, I am going to do the video. I'm not always going to look as good as other times. I mean, I'm just doing my best. And I guess hopefully this will help you see I'm just a real person. I'm not trying to sell anything or, put on an act in any way, or just a regular, everyday person struggling to lose weight like so many of you. And I'm not trying to sell anything, and I'm not trying to get anyone to join any program that I've done. I'm just sharing my journey in hopes it helps someone else. And it's helping me because, I've had a few people give me some encouraging comments, and that's so encouraging because it's hard to do things alone. And I've said this in other videos, they always say that the buddy system helps in weight loss. Well, it's hard to find the perfect fit, a good buddy that works for you or with you. Um, because with me, I just haven't had success in that. I've tried. I mean, either the person, as I've said, is not as motivated as I am. I gotta sneeze. Oh, and I'm like cheerleading them and encouraging them, or they're kind of more motivated than me and they're really hard on me, and I gotta exercise more. I have asthma, so exercising is hard for me. So they're like pushing me a little too hard, or um, they're judging me because I would eat something that they didn't think I should eat. And that's not helpful. I mean, you know, we just have enough of that. What my dream would be is to find someone that kind of is where I'm at the same motivational level. So I'm not like pushing them and cheerleading them. And they kind of have more of a supportive, patient way of looking at it, not like judgmental and cracking whip over my head like a few family members I have. That didn't work out very well. They meant well, but I don't want to be judged every time I put something in my mouth. I mean, there's so much of that in the world. I think fat shaming is such a horrible thing to do to people. No matter what size you are, you have the right and dignity as a human being to decide what you put in your mouth and what you eat. You're not going to lose weight and eat healthy because somebody is judging you and making you feel bad about yourself and bullying you. You're going to make better choices about what you eat because you feel better about yourself, because you care about yourself, because you just think about everything you eat. And that's going to come about because people are supporting you and letting you flourish and nurturing you. Because I don't know about all of you, but I feel terrible about myself being overweight. I do. I mean, I shared in one video that a lot of times I don't accept invitations because I feel so fat and unattractive. I feel like everyone's looking at me. When I come in, I feel like I walk in and people are like, ew, look how fat she is. Look at her fat face, and look at her fat this and fat that. Ew. People don't think that. I hope. I don't think that. I mean, there's people that I know that are bigger than I am, and I never think those things. And sometimes I'm even conscious of that. I look at them and I'm thinking, how can I look at them and see their beautiful smile, their pretty eyes, their beautiful clothing? I don't feel that revulsion for them. Why do I feel it for myself? Is it possible that other people see me the way I see them? I know this woman who is bigger than I am, but she's beautiful. Her hair is always perfectly done. She's got a beautiful face. Her makeup is perfectly applied. Her clothes are so pretty and always coordinated. And she's got this beautiful jewelry. I mean, she's just really beautiful. I look at her and I'm thinking, I wish that I could see myself the way I see her. Is it possible that people see me that way? They see my personality and the efforts that I make, and I don't see her fat. I wish people could see me that way, and maybe they do. It's the way I see myself, and the way others people see me too. I mean, I've tried to be kind of positive in these videos, but I've had some terrible things said to me. Um, I don't want to go into any detail, but we internalize those things. I mean, I had a person that was close to me tell me that I was so fat, that I was deformed, and that I was very unattractive. And that really hurt me. I mean, it really did. And I think I internalized that, and that's why I feel this shame whenever I go places. And it's been such a struggle for me to fight against that. And it's knowing other women that are my size and bigger that seem to have conquered that give me strength. When I feel like staying home and I don't have the right to be in public because I'm so ugly and gross, I think of my friend. And I've talked in other videos about how important it is for overweight people especially to take extra care with our appearance, because it's so easy for us to look sloppy. It just is. So to feel better about myself, because when I look in the mirror, I don't want to see like a sloppy appearance. I feel like I have to make an extra effort to put makeup on, to do my hair, to dress nice, just to be able to be seen in public like as an average person. When I make all that effort, I don't think, oh, I look really good. I think I barely am acceptable to go out in public. But if I don't do that, if I just wear like sweats and don't do my hair and no makeup, when I look in the mirror, I feel sick. I feel like running home and hiding. And that's something that's not healthy. It's not a realistic view. I mean, weight is just one aspect of our personality. And I'm really seeing how important it is to see losing weight as loving ourselves as we should, as caring about ourselves and our health and our future, not about our looks. I can't say I want to lose weight so that this person that said I'm so fat, I'm deformed, won't think that about me. No, I'm losing weight for me because I want to be healthy and fit. And I think that's so important for all of us to support each other and not giving into that fat shaming. I mean, I feel strongly about it. We have to fight against that. I didn't really say anything to that person when they said that. I wish I would have. But not saying something unkind in return, that doesn't solve anything. I wish I could have said something graceful and intelligent, like, well, maybe in your mind I'm deformed because I'm overweight, but there's a lot more aspects of me that are in great form. Something classy like that. But when you're so hurt like that, you just can't think of anything to say. I mean, I couldn't. I just started crying, actually. It really hurt me. But, you know, I shared that with my mom. I think it's important to have people that are very caring that you can share that with. And my mom said something that really helped me deal with it. She said, you know what? You can lose weight, but somebody that their character is that deformed that they would say something like that to you, that's not so easily fixed. And that really helped me. So anyway, let me get to what I ate today. Um, I'm sick, so you know, eating was a little difficult. This morning I tried to do like a natural treatment that I had read about, which is raw onions and garlic. And yes, it did not go down very well. On that plate is some hummus, some raw garlic cloves, and some cut up raw onion, and then the carrots and celery. And then I had a cup of ginger tea that my sweet daughter made for me because I was sick. And in the cup in the back is some diet cherry Pepsi with Splenda. And in front of that is the bowl of that Breyers sugar-free butter pecan ice cream to wash down the garlic and onion with. And, it did work. I felt better. I once read that garlic is very antiviral and onion is antibacterial. And if you have a cold or virus, you should eat those things raw. And it does work. And I'm not one of those people that don't believe in going to the doctor and all natural treatments. Once again, like everything else in my life, I like to live in moderation. I try natural treatments first, but if they don't work, I go to the doctor. I take blood pressure medicine. I take all the medicines my doctors tell me to take. But minor things like cold and flu, I do try to treat at home. But if I didn't get better in a week, I would go to the doctor and take some medicine. So I think it worked. I'm better. I still have the sinus headache, you know, and I'm still a mess. I still didn't get dressed or go anywhere today because I just didn't feel good. So the sinus headache is getting to me, but I'm better. I'm not sniffing constantly. So that's what I had for breakfast. Oh, and there's like a little bag of cashews on the side of that plate for my protein. I ended up mixing that with the sugar-free ice cream. It was butter pecan, but it didn't have a lot of nuts in it, and that was really good. So I choked down the fresh garlic, raw garlic, and raw onion. I mixed it with the hummus, which made it a little easier, and I ate that with the carrot and celery, and that was hard going down. But the ice cream at the end helped, and it was all sugar and gluten free. But once again, a little carby. That's a real challenge for me. And then for my main meal of the day, which is usually lunch, I made myself a really nice meal. But once again, that little theme of it's a little carby. I made the trout in my George Foreman grill with my homemade breading, which is some cornmeal and some spices, the spices I have at home, no sugar, just some Mrs. Dash chipotle hot and spicy, pepper, salt, onion powder, paprika, garlic powder. It's very good. I put it in the George Foreman grill with a little drizzle of olive oil and grill it. And then those are next to that mango, frozen mango from Trader Joe's. It's very sweet and ripe and in season when they freeze it. It's delicious. And next to that is some mashed sweet potatoes. And no, those are not marshmallows on top of it. I don't eat any sugar. That is goat cheese. That is a recipe that I got in a magazine in the doctor's office when I took my mom to the doctor. You just take, and I drank water with that. You just take sweet potatoes and mash them with a little bit of butter and cream, salt and pepper. You add some sage, and then you sprinkle goat cheese on top. It's very good and no sugar. And that's another little hidden benefit of taking care of my mom and my daughter. There's always little blessings when you do good things. I am in so many doctors' offices and look at so many magazines. I get some really good recipes sometimes. But you'll notice a little theme, and that's carbs. I could just hear my friend, the dietitian, saying to me, "But there's nothing green on your plate." I have her voice in my head because she said that to me so many times in the past years. And she's right, I have to balance that, and I never realized that before. This is a really interesting journey for me, chronicling everything, because it's making me realize why I had such stubborn weight loss in the past. Because I like carbs. I definitely didn't gain 100 pounds eating raw celery sticks, and I'm seeing the struggle that I have with carbs, even when I'm really making a concerted, diligent effort I still end up eating a lot of carbs. It's not sugar or gluten, but it's still a little more carby than someone that wants to lose weight. So that was a delicious main meal, but there's nothing green. But at least I didn't have dessert. That's a step in the right direction. The mangoes were like dessert. They were so sweet, and it was such a nice contrast with the spicy fish. So anyway, then for my third meal of the day, which was my dinner, which is usually kind of light, I like to eat my main meal of the day at lunch. Just not hungry later on in the day. Maybe because I eat a heavy lunch. But anyway, I had the chocolate shake for my third meal of the day. And that is a cup of unsweetened coconut milk and 2 tablespoons of peanut butter, unsweetened organic peanut butter, and 3 tablespoons of unsweetened cocoa. And then I use the protein powder, chocolate protein powder that I already had, and it has Splenda in it, and that's enough sweetness and a lot of ice. Now, I've said about protein powder in the past, I'm only using it because I'm frugal. This is a frugalicious living channel, and I live a frugal life. So I'm not going to throw it away when I already have it, and I didn't buy it. I had to buy it for my mom when she was really sick. She used to be on a feeding tube, and when she first got it off, she was kind of weak. She couldn't really eat enough nutrients to get strong enough to eat better. So the nutritionist told me to get her some protein powder and mix it with all of her drinks so that she would get a little bit of protein that would strengthen her muscles in her throat enough to swallow normally. And it did work, but it upset her stomach. So I'm almost done with it, but it kind of upsets my stomach too. But since I already have it and it doesn't have any sugar or gluten, I didn't want to waste it. I'm just too frugal to throw stuff away just because. So I would never buy protein powder. I don't think your body assimilates it very well. And the nutritionist said that too. It's like emergency type of protein source until someone is strong enough to eat regular food. So your body doesn't really assimilate it very well. It can't really use that protein as well. That's why I think it upsets my stomach because my body's trying to digest it. Who knows where they get the protein from? I mean, was it organic food? Was it well created? I mean, was it like from organic grass-fed cows? Is it, because it's whey protein? It's hard to know. It's better to eat healthy sources of real food. Protein, you'll digest it better, you'll absorb the nutrients from it better, and that's just better. It upset my stomach a little bit because I put a lot less. But the Splenda is enough sweetener, and I would prefer, when I'm done with the protein powder, to use stevia as a sweetener. So I may throw it away because it upsets my stomach as well as my mom's. But I'll see. I won't make that decision right now. But if you notice a trend, it's carbs. So this is another carby meal. And it's just ironic for me to face how many carbs I really eat every day. Putting forth such an effort to eat better, I still end up eating a lot of carbs. And it explains to me why my weight loss was so stubborn for 20 years. I mean, it's amazing to me, all the stuff, healthy food that I ate and how often I went to the gym and didn't lose a pound. So I'm losing a pound a week just cutting out the sugar and gluten completely. So imagine how much I could lose if I could clean up my meals to not be so carby. I mean, I might lose the 2 pounds a week, which is my goal. It's 1 to 2 pounds, so I'm at the minimum right now. I'd like to lose 2 pounds a week. So I'm going to continue to work on that, but I think I did pretty good today considering I was sick. So I think the lesson that I learned today was just to be easy on myself when I'm sick because I'm already miserable. So I don't want to be too hard on myself, but I don't want to give in either. I didn't eat any sugar or gluten. And I did clean up my meals a little bit today. I did not have dessert for dinner. I let the fruit do that. And the fruit was so good with the spicy fish. So anyway, I did not too bad today. I'm hoping to feel even better tomorrow and finally not have a sinus headache, and be able to put some makeup on and get dressed. So I hope you have a good day tomorrow, and I hope your day today went well. Okay, bye-bye.